Hi, I'm just going to talk about how I made my poster today in Photoshop. I use Adobe Photoshop because I've used it before, I know it well, and I like the software. So the first thing I did was I made a rectangle. As you can see here, I made it black. I made it slightly bigger than the page just because it was easier. So I knew there would be no problems with being white areas being shown. And then I wanted to create like a background layer, so I typed out the Illuminati lots of times and then copied it and pasted it. And I did this also a bit bigger, just so that it had the overlay here, because I thought that was a little more interesting than having it finished perfectly, because that looks a bit too edited, I felt. Okay, and it's got like a bit of a brickwork effect because of that. I wanted this to be in the background and not too in your face. So I used the opacity tool here to drag it down to 7. Because obviously if it was like at its full, it's a bit too bright, a bit too in your face, and the other features bit on top would be fighting it. And then if it's too low, you can barely see it and there's no point to it. So I found 7 or 8 to be a good place to have it. Up here is all the features for the text tools, so the sizing, the font, and everything that I needed to create it. And then I looked at a main image and I decided to do my Illuminati image I'd made. I made this actually in PowerPoint, quite surprisingly, because I found they had a really good feature with making the lines, like the drawing kind of effect. And I knew I could make it on here, but it wouldn't be as easy. Because I'm not a great artist, I knew it wouldn't be as formatted and perfect as this. This is what I created, and then because I thought this was a bit boring and I felt that this open space looked a bit odd, I decided to do something a bit inception-y, and I added some into the middle. So it's like the Illuminati are always watching you. They've got so many eyes. Brings the iconography in. I used iconography in my video. I used it in my website. So it's running through. It's a very, very strong feature of my film. I then knew I needed my title in there. So there it is. I just used the text tool and then changed it. I used the same font as I've done on my website and on my video yet again, so it's always there. The link is running through, and I knew I needed a tagline, so I thought with my feature of the Illuminati, got the Illuminati in the background, got the eyes there, I would have it there always watching. And I use the opacity tool on They're Always Watching as well, as you can see here, to blend it into the background a bit more, because my lightened word and my image need to come up as brightly as possible. I then looked at other key features of posters, and I found that I wanted the date, so there is the date, and I made it in red because I also saw when I was researching they're often different colour, a bit brighter. I thought like the blood red was really effective because it's like danger, it's coming, the danger is coming, January, listen up. I then saw it's still a bit empty, so I looked at other features such as having the title, they're having the people's names at the top. Yet again, I used the opacity tool to fade into the background, make sure that these two features and this one were most important. These three sentences are in the same font because I wanted to link them, as these are 3 key details. Whereas this and this, I wanted that just to fade into the background to create some kind of idea of what the film's about. And this also links in actors, but draw people in, because often you look at the actors, you see who they are, see if you have any attachment to them, help decide whether you want to go and see the film. But I still felt they weren't as important as these 3, and they would be something you want to look at afterwards, so I linked these 3. I then saw that they often have the Facebook media link, so I put in the Facebook link and my website and the bottom. And then I just wrote a few lines in the same font about the film. So I've got the production company, the producers, the main actors, and yep, just to draw people in. People would read the secondary as it's the less intrusive font, and it's the smaller information, and it's not as interesting. and then I added my production company just in the corner to, once again, people would see it, they'd see it probably last, but yet again it'd be like, oh, I know the production company, I'll come and see it. It was a key feature of production of posters, and that is how I created my poster. Thank you for listening.